it will be swept out. It's not a question if it will be swept out. It's a sentence. It will be swept out. But the question is that will it be swept out sooner or later? If you see a range, that range will be swept out for sure. So if you see a EMD concept, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, range sweeping concept, anything like this on your chart, where price is creating an upside range and a downside range at the same time, and it's forming a clear range with liquidity on the upside, liquidity on the downside, you have to know that this range will be swept out for sure. It's not a question, it will happen. So here comes the third part where the distribution happens. This will be the distribution. I will give it, for example, a red color. This is where the orders will be distributed, because after the second sweep, price will continue into that direction where the second sweep has happened. So what can we expect here? What is the concept? What is the range sweeping concept? So if the sweep happens to the upside first, so the upside liquidity is getting swept out first, then the orders on the downside going to the long direction will be manipulated. So all of these orders will be manipulated. All of these orders will be swept out. And right after the second sweep, right after the sweep to the second direction happens, you can be almost sure that the direction will be continued into that direction where the second sweep has happened. So if price sweeps out the upside liquidity first and the downside second, then you can be sure, almost 100% sure, that the movement will be continued to the downside based on this new order block that has been formed here. And mainly we are using this concept on the 15-minute chart. So if you see this on the 15-minute chart where price is moving, for example, a bullish trend, creating a bullish trend, creating a range right here. So a range is getting formed right here. Price sweeps that the upside liquidity first, downside liquidity second. Then you can expect a reaction on the new 15-minute supply zone that has been created here. Expect a change of character, and you will be able to take shorts all the way down to the next demand region. But we will talk about this example right here. Currently, we are talking about the base concept. All right. So the thing we can expect here is the continuation into the direction where the second sweep has happened. So if price swept the liquidity on the downside on the second place, then we can expect a continuation based off of this 50-minute order block with a 1-minute confirmation entry model to continue all the way down into the second sweeping direction. So this is the EMD concept. This is the range sweeping concept. This is how we use it. So I would like to ask you guys, one of you, to draw the exact same example here with, exact same example to the opposite direction. So anyone who raises their hand first, you will be able to draw it. So please raise your hand if you'd like to draw it. Come on, guys, please be interactive. Be interactive. Come on, guys. You can draw the example into this opposite direction right here on this example. Come on, guys, please. Someone has to do it. We won't continue unless someone does it. All you have to do is draw this concept on the opposite side. Please wait. If you'd like to draw, raise your hand. You know how to raise your hand. Come on, guys. We can sit here all day long. I'm not going to continue until someone draws the opposite example. Vinay Kumar or Hussein. Okay. I believe Vinay was the first. So please, Vinay, draw it on the screen. The opposite example of this EMD concept right here. Just draw it there, please. Yes, upside, downside, liquidity. Exactly. That's the opposite example. Exactly. So if there's liquidity on the upside, please remove your drawings. Thank you very much for your time and for your work. So if there's liquidity on the upside and on the downside, just like in the first example, and the sweep happens to the downside first, so price sweeps the liquidity into the downside first, and right after this one, it will trap the sellers right here because this will be a manipulation too. It will trap all of the sellers here because all of the sellers will think, unexperienced trader, beginners will think that, okay, this is a breakout structure, this is a liquidity sweep, so I'm going to enter here. All of the orders will be trapped here and they will swept out this, they will be liquidity, they will be liquidated, and the upside sweep will happen second. Then we can expect a continuation based off of this 15-minute demand zone that has caused the sweep to the second direction. And you will be able to take a confirmation entry here, targeting the high point or some higher liquid regions. So this is the AMD concept. This is how we use it. This is the base concept. But let me just talk about some advanced types. And let me just tell you that where do we usually use this concept? We are mainly using this concept on the 15-minute chart. So that's the main time frame where we are using it. If you see a liquidity, range on the 15-minute chart, then you can be almost 100% sure that the range sweeping concept will happen and you will be able to use it. But there are some other ways how you can use it. So for example, here's the first scenario where price is moving in an uptrend. So 15-minute order flow is bullish.